What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Today, I want to talk about real estate and houses. Why West African houses are 1,000 times better than Western houses. While African houses are built 1,000 times better than Western houses. While West African houses, right? And it's probably all houses in developing Africa, but we're talking about West Africa. West Africans build better quality houses, like these mud huts. You always, mud hut, man. Yeah, these mud huts. Okay, these mud huts are 1,000 times better than these overpriced luxury homes we have here in America, right? These luxury homes built with cardboard, right? And plywood, right? In Africa, they're built with concrete, all right? Concrete is solid, not going anywhere, right? And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach a video and I'm gonna let this white man explain it to you, right? Because even to this day, black people still value the white man's word over a black man. For some reason, you don't want to listen to your cousin, huh? But you listen to that strange white man. But let me tell you why you can trust this white man, all right? I'm gonna tell you why you can trust this white man. Because the white man ain't talking to us when he says what he's about to say. He's talking to other white people, right? That's what he's really talking about, all right? White people are not gonna lie to other white people about opportunity in other people's countries and the advantages. They're not gonna do that, because this is what they do. They like, hey man, it's good over here, let's go take that shit. Y'all trying to go pillage? Let's go pillage, come on, let's go. That's what they do. Look at, you know, I say the word pillage, homegirl was looking. She's like, where? You know what I'm saying? That's their thing. So when you hear this modern day pillage talk, right, you'll trust me, believe it, because it's true. Because I built the house, right? First of all, you build these piece of shit ass luxury houses here, right? They build it, right? Most of your money actually don't go to the construction of the house, go to the people and permits and all this stuff, right? Then you get your cardboard house with the paint on it, and they put some little vinyl and make it look solid, right? Hopefully, you know, you don't get a strong gust of wind or it's gonna knock it over, right? You don't even own it. You can never actually own it. You never can actually own it. You can only rent it from the government. You can pay it off, right? You can pay the loan off, but you still gotta pay them taxes. You don't own shit. I'm a real homeowner. I built a home and it's solid. And my home that I built in Africa with $10,000, by the way, it will last longer than both of the houses that I purchased that I rent from the government here. Both of them. Them things will just, if you just leave it there, them things will just, they'll just disintegrate by themselves, right? Before anything even happens to my house in Africa, all right? But so without further ado, I'm gonna attach this so you guys can start wrapping your mind around the grass is truly greener on the other side over there. Like, it's not, it's sometimes the grass is actually greener over there, all right? So without further ado, this is Afro Think Tank, learn something, teach something, out, enjoy the clip.
West Africa builds better houses than America and much of the Western world. I've built new homes in America and West Africa, and I can tell you, when you see the construction of new homes in West Africa, you're gonna have a hard time settling for the junk they try to sell you in the United States. The biggest reason for this is, where does your money go when you purchase a new home? In America, most of the money that you pay for that new home is going into the land and into the permits necessary to build your house. Whereas in West Africa, most of the money that you're putting into the new home actually goes into the home itself. So you can have better building materials and a higher building standard than you can in America. In fact, let me compare two. This is the kind of build quality that you'll have in America if you're buying new home construction. It's basically as cheap as they possibly can make it to maximize their profits. Whereas check out West Africa. The walls are concrete. They're not cheap wood and drywall. The floors are marble. They're not this cheap artificial wood that they've been using in all the new homes that they call luxury in America. And the location of the houses makes a lot more sense in West Africa. In America, when you're buying new home construction, even luxury home construction, you're generally put off into this land of suburbia where you're 15 minutes away from the nearest store. Whereas in West Africa, you can purchase a home that's conveniently located to the metropolitan areas, which makes life a lot better on a day-to-day basis. And let's talk about privacy. In West Africa, you can build a privacy wall around your entire property. So people can't just walk up to your front door, or they can't just look in and see what you're doing. In West Africa, you get that safety, security, and convenience. Whereas in America, they only allow you to generally do these cheap vinyl fences, and if you're lucky, they can be 6 feet tall, and they can only be in your backyard. So everybody can just walk up to your front yard when you buy a new home construction in America. And in West Africa, new home construction isn't as restricted as it is in America. So if you want to build a 1-level house, you can do it. If you want to build a 6th bedroom instead of having a 5-bedroom, we can make that happen for you. And if you want a guest house, that's absolutely no problem. As long as you got enough space on your property, we can build that for you too. Instead of having to do it in America where you have to get permits for every little change that you make to the property. And as a result, the houses don't all look the same. Have you ever gone through a suburb in America and the only difference between any of the houses is what kind of vinyl they put on the front of the property? They call it a facade. Sometimes when I'm in a house in America, even a luxury new home construction, and I'm in one of the bedrooms, I have trouble telling the difference between the multi-million-dollar house and the much less expensive house for first-time home buyers. They use the same materials and they feel exactly the same on the inside. Whereas when you get new home construction in West Africa, the walls can be ornate. You can have really high quality doors. Everything's just gonna feel a lot more bespoke. And another little thing that I like about West African construction versus construction in the United States is the climate control. So in West Africa, every room can have its own individual climate control and can go to the temperature that's necessary for that room or that person's preference. Whereas in America, at most you're getting 1 or 2 zones of HVAC, meaning that everybody has to agree on what temperature is best for them. So if you're looking to build your dream home and you don't absolutely have to be in the Western world, I would really consider looking at new home construction in West Africa. I think you can get a lot more house for your money, but even for getting value play, I think that they build the houses much better at a higher quality, and they're just nicer places to live in than what you'll experience in the Western world where everything is basically cookie cutter. But I want to know what you guys think. Have any of you guys had a chance to live in West African houses and Western world houses? Let me know what your thoughts were comparing the two. And as always, if this video provided value to you, give me a like and a follow. That really helps out my channel. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Or maybe I'll see you at one of our projects in West Africa. We'd love to sell you a house. Take care, guys.